we can choose to focus on a wide array of thoughts, images, feelings, and sensations circling us on the rim. In other words, what we could be aware of could be represented on the wooden rim. The experience of being aware could be placed in the hub. The central hub of that table, of what we are now calling the wheel of awareness, represents the experience of being aware, of knowing that one is surveying the knowns of life. The rim came to represent that which is known. For instance, at this moment, you are aware of the words you are hearing, and now perhaps you've become aware of the associations you are having with the words, the images or memories that come to mind. Consciousness involves our subjective sense of knowing, like your awareness now of my saying the word hello. In this book, we will be guided by the perspective that consciousness includes both the knowing and the known. You know I said hello. You knowing is awareness. Hello is the known. The knowing is in the hub. The knowns are on the rim. You can find a visual image of the wheel and the knowns and the knowing on my website, drdansiegel.com, drdansiegel.com. Now imagine what might happen if, from the starting point of the hub, our attention was directed out to any of the various knowns on the rim, focused on one point or another, on a given thought, a perception, or a feeling, any single one of the wide range of knowns of life that rest on the rim of the wheel. Extending the metaphor of the wheel, one might envision these moments of focusing attention as a spoke on the wheel. The spoke of attention connects the hub of knowing to the rim of the knowns. In the practice, I invite my patients or students to imagine their minds to be like the wheel. We envision next how the rim could be divided into 4 parts or segments, each of which contains a certain category of knowns. The first segment contains the category of knowns of our first 5 senses: hearing, sight, smell, taste, and touch. The second segment represents another category of knowns, one that includes the interior signals of the body, such as sensations from our muscles or from our lungs. The third segment contains the mental activities of feelings, thoughts, and memories, while the fourth holds our sense of connection to other people and to nature, our relational sense. The practice of the wheel of awareness involves slowly moving the spoke of our attention around the rim, bringing into focus, one by one, each of the elements of that segment, and then moving the spoke of attention to the next segment. Systematically, we take in rim element by rim element, moving the spoke of attention around the rim of knowns. By practicing the wheel, we are able to widen and expand our ability to take in the vast sea of our own awareness at the same time as we are able to pinpoint certain elements and focus in on them. People who participate in the practice have remarked that the process feels like strengthening their minds. Moving toward integration. The wheel was designed as a practice that can balance our lives by integrating the experience of consciousness. How? By distinguishing the wide array of knowns on the rim from one another, and from the knowing of awareness in the hub itself, we can differentiate the components of consciousness. Then, by systematically connecting these knowns of the rim to the knowing of the hub with the movement of the spoke of attention, it becomes possible to link the differentiated parts of consciousness. This is how, by differentiating and linking, the wheel